So what am I talking about these days? Well, the stuff I'm always talking about. I'm saying the same thing now that I said 25 or 30 years ago. The only difference is I'm saying it better, and I see it more clearly, over and over again. There's nothing more marvelous than to begin the meditative life and then to live by realizations, insights. Every day, something. It's just a wonderful way of living. It's nothing like it. If you're living the old animal emotion way, getting upset, getting angry, and getting irritated, and feeling bad, and getting excited, and that old life, it's okay for little kids. It's okay for teenagers and maybe even young adults. But at a certain point, you have to find the other life. Christ talked about laying down the earthly life and picking up the spiritual life. That's what you have to do. And it's easy. The meditation helps. You need something to help you make the what's the word I want? The transfer. To transfer from the old to the new. You need some kind of an anchor, something, that you can hang on to. And I think the meditation helps quite a bit, and my books. And if you're a new listener and you'd like to give it a try, or a new viewer, I highly recommend my 4-part meditation, the 4-part classic meditation, because you get 4 parts. You can listen to the first part for free. Then you get a couple of books. Introduction to Stress Management and Becoming a Friend of God. You get those with it. Those are very nice. It would be a nice beginning point. What a relief to begin meditating and just lay your hair down and relax. You've always tried. People have always taught you have to try to be good and try to be nice and try to be better and study more and just let it go. And just experience God's beautiful presence and then experience Him. See? He sends light so that you can realize and see and say, oh, I get it. I see the eureka moment, the aha moment. That's what you were born. You were born with a gift of intuition. Animals don't have it. Animals only have emotion. You've tried the old emotional way, haven't you? What is it? Where does it get you? It gets you upset and gets you tired. Now try the new way. The way of realizing in God's light and living in God's light. And letting go, not only of all the old having to do this and having to do that and having to be better and having to study, let it go. But also let go of the grudges, the angers, the hatreds toward people. Just let it go. And just be like a child again, or like a tourist in this beautiful world. Now all of a sudden you discover again the birds swing sweetly and the sky is blue and the clouds are pretty and the flowers are nice and people are interesting. Just don't resent them anymore. Now you know. Now you found out, haven't you? Especially if you're a parent. You find yourself screaming at your kids just like your parents did. Find yourself fighting with your partner just like your parents did. Now you realize they couldn't help themselves. They were doing the best they could, undoubtedly. They couldn't help any more than you could help yourself. So let go of your grudges. Okay? And then meditate every day, every morning. Then again at noon, then again in the evening. Meditate. Become centered. Calm down. Your body's been very stressed, these last few years when you've been huffing and puffing and struggling and striving. You've stressed yourself severely. See, and you've allowed other people to stress you. But now you know. Now you have the meditation. You have it. Use it. Okay? You have my books, my YouTube videos, my audio. Take advantage of them. Listen to them. Enjoy them. Appreciate them. Don't try to do anything. Just realize things, even your own mistakes. Just see them. Okay? And that's all you have to do. Life is so simple. See, the authorities of the world, but like I said, don't hate them. They don't know any better. And some of them do know better, but just forgive them. Let it go. It's not important. It's a distraction. If you hate someone, it's a distraction from what's really important. You resent someone. How many times have you come home to your partner or your kids and you've had something on your mind from work? Somebody said something, they laid some extra work on you, somebody criticized you, and you're thinking about that. You're thinking about what the person said. And it ruins the magic moments with your family. See how those things interfere? Every grudge, every anger, every resentment, every stray irritation, every stray getting caught up in this and that and what they're saying and what's happening and getting caught up with stuff out there. It's all a distraction. Just let it go. It doesn't mean you can't hear things go in one ear and out the other. It doesn't mean you can't see things. You see things. But just keep a mental distance from them. Remember what's important. Checking with your intuition. Always being close to your intuition. And then moving one step at a time. Gracefully, intuitively. Maybe tentatively, especially at first. It's a learning process. You're learning a new way of living. A new way of living is like nothing you've ever known. Well, you tasted of it when you were a little child. I've always said that. It's true. You tasted of it. A happy life, a spontaneous life, a life of joy, a life of discovery. Every day was a new adventure. That's the way life is supposed to be. But when you were a little child, you were only a little child. So yeah, it was an emotional life. And God was fine. It's fine with him. He wanted you to discover his beautiful world that he made. He wanted you to discover flowers and pebbles and puppies and drawing and making things with your hands and running and skipping and jumping and tumbling. He wants you to discover all of that. Okay? So it's good. But then as you become more mature, now you have to discover him. Okay? And realize his great handiwork. So, I hope you enjoyed this little video that I made here, and I hope you take it to heart. Okay? Meditation could be just what you need. My name is Roland.